today I want to attempt to decorate this mirror. So it's just like a very plain mirror, and I really wanted to have one of those very like regal mirrors with like flowers and gold and everything, with the price points. So we're gonna try and see if we can turn this into a regal mirror, and we're gonna use some plaster. And I've also got some cake molds I use for like making other things. I've never tried working with plastic before, but it looks really easy online, so let's attempt to do it. Okay, so I have a few molds that I've had which I haven't used yet, so these I'm just using basic cake molds. So I've got this which has some butterflies on it, the roses, feathers. I don't know if I'll include feathers, but maybe not. Leaves. I think just so we don't mess up this table, I'm gonna put in a mat. Okay, and then I've got my filler. Okay, so to fill up all of those, perhaps half a cup. Fortunately, I always keep I've kept this as a plastic cup that I got from some takeout, and this is also for some takeout. So I think we can take yay amount. I hope this will be enough. And I also forgot to mention, you should also get some rope. I think I'm gonna attempt to use some rope to do the decor, just to fill up some of the spaces. We need our mirror. I can try it with just that. Let's see how it mixes. Oh wait, I also saw a few people using some wood glue to add into this mix. I don't know if wood glue is better to add or not, but I think because I saw somebody use it, I'm also gonna add in some wood glue. Perhaps a amount of wood glue. Okay, so I think this hardens quite quickly, so you need to work very fast. And I'm using cold water to add into this mix. I hope I don't make it too thick, too thin actually. Okay, I definitely think now it's becoming a fill-like texture. Now I just have to get rid of all of these lumps that we created. I think this is a good amount. This is a good amount of thickness. First mold. So I'm just gonna get some water and just sort of, if you have a spray bottle, you can also just spray this. And get our knife from earlier. And then we'll just spread it in the mold. Okay, and then I'll try and just hit it. Just to, whatever's excess, I'm just swiping off. Also just so it's not stuck, everything's not stuck together. Okay, and then I'll just set this aside to dry and do the same thing to the others. I'll take some rope. I don't know how much rope I'll use. And then all of this, I'm definitely have to get my hands dirty. Oh, okay, I'll just go for it. Just a simple line. Just pressing it as I go. And then here I'll just go in, maybe even a bit on the outside. Okay, I think I definitely have to make more. Actually, I think you should also do the sides, just so it's holding on better. This is actually really calming. It's quite calming to do this. So I'm just using a chopstick, and I'm just gonna, before it fully dries, just go over it. Just around where the rope was, just to give it some sort of texture. I got really curious and I opened up one of the things. It was so satisfying. But look at that, it's come out just perfectly. Okay, so let's say it took about 24 hours for it to dry up. I made a few more in the morning after I removed some of these, but they're still a bit because some of the bigger ones didn't dry so well, so I made a few more, but with this time I used a little bit less glue, so I don't know if that's gonna come on easier or not, but we'll see. I don't know if these are dry. It feels fairly dry, but I mean, even if it's not completely ready, I can still sort of like attach the pieces that have broken somewhere. So I'll just get all of those out. I've made a little bit more mix and I've just added in just like a teaspoon of wood glue. So I've just finished taking off all of the flowers. I've got a few more roses on the side right here. So we're just gonna try and just, you know, randomly add them in. Okay, this is what the mirror is looking like so far. I think earlier this morning I just tried to add in a feather just to see how well it would stick. That was a feather that was just as a tester. But yeah, let's go for it. My hands are feeling really dry, so I'm gonna oil them up. I'm gonna try first maybe with a sculpting tool and see how well that works. Yeah, I could try with the flower here. So I'll just put some of that mixture and then put the flower. And then because it's not, because it's flat at the bottom, I'm just gonna try and fill it in. Just put stuff around just to like fill it in so it just looks like it's all quite uniform. Yeah, that looks pretty locked in. I guess once I'm done I can like properly, you know, clean up the mirror and everything just to get everything out. But yeah, that flower looks quite snug in there. Actually, I wonder what would they make this with wood before, or was these originally made with stone? I wonder. It's probably made with wood. It's easier to work with, but okay, so I think I have added in as many flowers as I possibly can. Okay, so what I want to do now is, because I'm going to try and find some gold paint, but before that I want to fill in the dark spots with some dark brown paint. So I'm going to mix some indigo paint with some vermilion paint, and this is just acrylic paint. I guess that will just help sort of seal it in. I think the blue would be too blue, so I'm just gonna try and make it a bit brown. This is definitely brown. Okay, it's not looking bad. Super thin, just so it doesn't interfere with the details and it doesn't leave too many bubbles and things. And I think try not to go over the same place too many times, because then it'll wet the plaster and there goes your design. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend. Whatever we have right now looks terrible, it looks terrible, but I painted on some black paint just so when I put on the gold paint we have a really strong color and it can like really pop. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just get some of the gold, wet my brush a wee bit, brush it a bit stiff, get some gold, and then I'll just put gentle strokes. I already tried to do a bit over on this side, but I'll just add in a bit more, just putting in some like just glazing through it gently.
Five hours later.
It's so difficult to hold this and not have fingerprints on it. The mirror looks like, but I think it's such a beautiful mirror.